Hello there, this is Cookies. I have turned 17 of MA Naba. It was part of the slowest blitz. And we've got a number of messages here. So we have Misfortune 2 Sucks, the Knight Commander of Avalon, has claimed the Throne of the Artificer. So now we know that the throne that Kidson took last turn, he's the player for Man. Now that we know that he's taken this throne, we know that it's essentially the Steel Ovens throne. The Throne of the Artificer gives you a 20% discount on crafting. So if we go ahead and dive into the thrones, it's this one. So not only do you get some gems and you get some Ascension and Dom spread points, but you also get this construction bonus. So probably one of the best thrones out of the throne list, but there's a lot of good thrones. Abyssia has taken this one. We've taken the Crystal Throne. Crystal Mages notably have, I think, wrongly swapped out their Astral for Glamour. I think it's kind of weird to put them on Glamour when all of the crystal gear that you forge is still Earth Astral. So it feels really weird to have a Crystal Mage that can't forge crystal gear. And that's my opinion on that. Throne of the Fire, bonus attack skill, always great. These mages, pretty good. You get some fire gems, you get a boosted fire ritual range. I'd like that. I love fire gems. My nation can definitely spend them once I go down Conjuration a little bit. The Iron Throne, which has the true crystal mages now. These are the ones you actually need to forge crystal gear, which is kind of weird. That's claimed by Agartha. And then we have the Silver Throne, which gives you a bunch of gold, and these really awesome Air Astral Mages. So, like them. Throne of the Earth, which gives you gnomes. Gnomes are fantastic. They gained 2 glamour paths, so they kept their old Earth Nature cross path. They're still stealthy, 65 with glamour. So they can travel around with my elf forces. They're a great mage. Throne of Water, even more defense skill. Another throne I'd love to get. Some water gems. You get access to Water 3 Hydromancers, which can be really spooky once you pick up Frozen Heart and Liquefy and can do water elementals. Although elementals did get nerfed. Then we've got the Throne of Air. It gives you the Windmaster in Air 2. He can he's flying, so you can move around the map pretty good. He has storm immunity, which is pretty cool. And he is Air 2, so he can do storm power in a storm. He can fly around in the storm, and he can thunder strike in it. So pretty cool mage. And the bless effect that you get from this is also pretty cool, where you get an air shield effect. It's great on sacreds, where they're vulnerable to stuff like crossbows. And then we have the Throne of Knowledge. You got Lore Masters, who can random almost everything. They've lost blood, but gained glamour. So they can do everything but blood now. And they get three kind of random picks at it. So you get some interesting cross paths. Normally it's worth it getting a couple of them, but at 400 gold, they're pretty pricey. But getting some new fishing for certain cross paths you need is definitely a thing. And then sages, who are great. 15 research, Astral 1 mage, so they can communion up and do things. And pretty cheap, 120 gold. Only slightly more expensive than my Carib. But they get 50% more research. I think almost double the research, actually, once they get in my magic scales. I forget if that takes it into account. I don't think so. And then we've got Throne of Misfortune. You get some pearls. My least favorite throne in this bunch, but if you've already tanked your scales, you probably don't care. So that's probably Asphodel. And we have the Outer Throne, which also gives some pearls. And gives you magic +1. So I'd be okay claiming this. I think it would give magic 4 in my Dominion, which will occasionally horror mark. So maybe I don't want it. But magic 4 would, I think, also give me an extra penetration bonus. So that would be pretty nice if I was trying to run a communion in magic 4. The mages would be pretty strong. In terms of other messages, we looked at the thrones. We went ahead and attacked Hynef, so let's catch that. So we have a whole bunch of camels. Alright, we did tie up some lance charges, which is great. This guy's coming up. And now camel riders can defend themselves. They've got a 17 damage scimitar. Camel gained a small hoof attack, so they can do some stuff. A little bit of friendly fire there. They also have a composite bow, 13 damage composite bow, which is, it can roll okay. And they have 8 precision, so they don't have great precision, hence all the friendly fire. So these heavy cavalry are really making moves. This guy's in danger. Alright, so we lose that guy. Hopefully this one's not replay bugged. I don't remember losing this stuff, but I might have lost this much stuff. We finally catch a route. Breaking down those light cav. Our central group runs, but the Indies have also run. Okay, so no, this is accurate. Okay. So pretty bloody little fight here. So we lose 17 camel riders, which isn't great. That's a lot of gold. I think about 500 gold. So we lost more here than we lost fighting Bandar. And let's go ahead and see what we got for our effort. So we got 42 gold. So this one's going to take a while to pay off, which is unfortunate. Should have brought some sacreds. It would have made it a lot cleaner, but I was trying to rush it. And looks like some legionnaires showed up, so maybe that rush was warranted. But otherwise, we're going to go ahead and aim for these sea dogs. So we brought more camel riders, so we've reorganized, and I think we're at around 35-ish. Maybe that's enough to kill these guys. They'd have to win in melee, though, so I think the legionnaires would win. But we have more stuff heading up, so we have some sacreds, and they can clean up if I really need them to, but I don't know. We'll see if he wants to fight me over it. Otherwise, I'm fine. Let's see. Well, I guess that's another thing. Bissia attacked Troea with his Golden Lion. So as a reminder, it's regen and fire shield for the bless. You can see personal regen, and just runs in. Getting the shit kicked out of them, but otherwise fine. 34 regen doing a lot. Alright, so Kitty Doth Meowest the Loudest has taken a Bandar province, and we see the first aggressive actions out of Balin towards Bandarlog. And Agartha is going after Scraw Point. So we have a number of Shard Guard, we have a number of heavy infantry defenders of the Hall, and Agarthan heavy infantry. on the flanks in a very weighted formation from Bandarlog. So he has Mercata archers, he has some barbs in the center, militia in the center. I forget what it's called. Maybe it's like an oblique formation. But he's going all in on the right flank. So the plan is probably to overwhelm what's here, get to the commanders, and get us around. See if he pulls it off. Alright, so they come in on this crew of heavy infantry. This is super annoying. Mages love fireflies, and it's a terrible spell. I just don't know. Flying shards, also not great. So, I don't know, maybe that's the evocation magic he's got. Alright, so it gets the full surround. Wipes out the Agartha force. And this is the first action we've seen from Agartha too. So maybe I could have stayed in on the Bandar War, but I know I didn't want to fight these 50 Tiger Riders. Especially for just 4 provinces. Like if I got rights to the capital for killing all this, I would consider it, but I think I'm okay not fighting this. But we go ahead and kill 20 barbs. We kill a Tiger Rider, or not me. Agartha goes ahead and kills 20 barbs and a Tiger Rider. But Agartha loses 23 Shard Guard, which is pretty expensive, along with a number of heavy infantry and their Golem Crafter, which is 300 gold. So a very lopsided fight from Bandarlog. So Phaonic's probably going to have to go back to the drawing board on that one. And then we've got Bandarlog moving into Bay Pond with some villains just to retake his stuff. Only had 1 PD in those 2. And then we get a free lab, we get some cataphract barding, which is nice, and we get a few gems, which is also very nice. So let's go ahead and take a look at here. So we got this free lab here. We're going to start recruiting some Lion Tribe, get some nature site searching, rather than using our Malika for it. Probably better things to do for a Malika. Sahir can do the other site searching. These Lion Tribe can fill in. Additionally, we've got some still just producing a lot of Hermit Sahirs. We're building our giant fortress here. So we've started that this turn. We're spending, I think, 800 gold on that, so that's most of our gold. And we've got 4 months left on this. So we're going to go ahead and do a Hermit Sahir, because he should finish by the time this fort finishes. And I think that's most of it. We can see Zan is continuing to make progress on Grippa, who's playing Pythium. iFlight won this victory here, so maybe now he tries to kill Abyssea's god. We can see some more Abyssea troops climbing out of the caves finally. And yeah, and otherwise I'm still working with the false god, and we're still thinking about going on Jotunheim. Just to kind of take Ilwinter off the board. They're both blood powers, so also getting a blood power off the board is nice. I can eventually break into blood, so I don't entirely mind if he has blood, but yeah, I think that's kind of what we're aiming for. I just want to get Elwinter out of the game. Like, we both like her. We paid a lot for these scales. We want her scales. In terms of research, still looking at Evocation 5, Thumb 4, and we've thrown in some more Conjuration at the moment. talking with False God, we both want to take a little bit of time to get some more research in. And I'm hoping to get some more site searching in. So I'm searching here and here. We've got a mist-covered highlands here, which is nice. But otherwise, and then I'm also recruiting down here. My goal is to eventually recruit enough stuff that I can take on the Sinos, but we'll see. Maybe not the best idea, because if Ballin kills Bandarlog, he's going to want to get down into this cave. But maybe he'll let me keep it for a little bit, or I can use it to negotiate for some of the Bandar spoils. So we'll see. Maybe I can get some fire gems out of him or something. Other than that, I think that's it for this turn. So I'll go ahead and see you in turn 18. And yeah, and we're getting closer and closer to my current turn, which is turn 20. So let's go ahead and move on to turn 18. Have a good one.